I seriously forgot how epic of an intro I made for us.
I agree.
That
I did
was
too.
amazing.
Yeah, and I remember where I was at when you sent that to me and said, check this out. It was Saturday morning, and you were like, check this out. What do y'all think? And I had just gotten up and I looked at my phone and I was like, and I kept turning it up and I was like, what in the world, Sandy? I was like, that was freaking awesome.
I
I was
know.
I
I
was
just
losing my
amazed
mind.
myself all over again. I think this one needs to be like permanent. I
It was
love
pretty
it.
good actually. I'd like to see a follow-up one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this John Harville? Because it just says Facebook user.
Usually it just goes Facebook user, so we'll just go
Hi,
by.
Facebook user.
How is
Please,
it?
how is
Yeah.
it doing that? Please
It's supposed to
introduce
be a
yourself to
permission thing.
us. Oh, it is John. Hey,
Oh.
John.
Hello, John.
How's it
John.
going? So
Um,
Joe said he had a shoot, so he might be on late. Is that what, did I read that correctly?
yeah. It was a rescheduled shoot like 3 times because of rain, which was I was like, I'm declaring shenanigans on that. What does it rain 3 times
Can
in
you
Lubbock?
believe that we've had, so you know that I left for North Carolina, I think on a Saturday? I can't even remember. My days are so gone. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think I left on a Saturday. And from Saturday until I came home, it rained the entire time that I was gone.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, John says Joe's doing that. No, you said 20, the 2%.
2%. You went
2%.
way bruh.
You
Bruh.
tone that down.
Quit
He
doing
if he
that.
says 20, then he won't even come on tonight.
He
I'll just
doesn't
tell you
even
that right.
need y'all's help, okay? Just leave it alone right there. Look, before I forget, let me tell you something real quick. So I
Okay.
was on Instagram the other day, just scrolling through, and this neat ad for Oreo cookies came up. Oreo ID, it said. And so I actually was going to keep going, but it actually caught my attention. They were customized Oreos for like kids' birthdays,
Okay,
anything,
I
but they
got
were
that fed to me. I know exactly what you're talking about.
okay. And I thought, what a cool idea. So my daughter, she's having a Halloween party this weekend, right? And so I was like, let me get some. That'd be kind of cool. She likes horses and
2%
whatnot.
is his life. Life.
Yeah, this is
Hi,
life. Yeah. Hey,
CPJ.
CPJ. Um, and so I was like, okay, this sounds kind of cool. Maybe I'll order some. So I went through the order process because I wanted to see how much it was, you know. Because if they don't tell you in the comments, I just go through to figure out the pricing because that they don't ever tell you, right?
Of course
Girl,
not.
for 12 customized cookies, you want to take
Yeah.
a quick shot at what it might be? You
Okay.
guys want to take a shot out there and let us know what you think?
I'm feeling like it's gonna be 39.99.
That's a great guess. So everyone else, tell us what price you think real quick, and I'm gonna tell you what they do is they take a cookie. You get your choice between a black cookie or a white cookie, black filling or white filling, uh, black ganache or white ganache on the top, and then they decorate it with sprinkles, and you can choose a different colored sprinkles or rainbow, and then they actually put an image. Any kind of image on the cookie itself. So it'll either be like a picture of the person's face, or what in this case I had uploaded a picture of Superman, but I was going to do a horse. I just wanted a price quote, and it took you through the steps, and it was actually a pretty cool looking cookie, not gonna lie. On the thing, and this is an official Oreo, okay, so it's not some, you know, third party whatever. it's
Okay.
it's officially Oreo license thing, right?
Okay.
All
Okay,
right,
because
well,
Eminem does the same sort of thing.
yeah.
You can personalize your M&Ms.
Oh, that's right, okay, all right. So when I went through the process and I hit the add to cart and went to go look
Yeah.
at everything, like Josh says
John
for
said
or John
$48 plus tax.
plus that's a good
Thank
guess
you,
too.
CPJ. I appreciate that. I always feel like I look like a lumberjack or a chola. I'm
You
never
just
as
need a marker.
cute as the pumpkin
uh,
spice girls. Oh, look at Anita coming in here early.
oh,
Oh
hey,
my.
Anita, welcome
Glad
home.
we can
Okay,
start
this
now.
is your second home, Anita. We can't go right without you here. Okay. So yeah, anyway, I was just telling them about the Oreo ID on Instagram feeds, Anita. And
Throwing
okay,
y'all's guesses. John's the only one that's guessed.
John's, yeah. So I went in there, I did 12. 12 cookies is all I was looking at.
Okay.
You only get a choice of 12
I
or
mean, that's
20.
That's a
24, something
minimal
like that.
amount. I mean, we're Latinos. We have
And right. And
who's
then you
gonna
could
just
also
want
get
12?
them individually wrapped
No
or put in a
mames.
container box. I know, Sandy. I was like individually. I was like, okay, whatever. That's fine. That's fine.
James
Um,
Ponce, San Antonio in the
hey,
house.
James.
Cookies are
Cookies.
$16.99. Double
Double
stuffed
stuff.
are the best.
Okay. He's right on that, guys. If you haven't done double stuffed Oreos, I have to stay away. But occasionally, like once a year, once every 2 years, I'll get a package and I'll go to town on those things. And I'm like,
Hey, Joanne.
stay away, stay away. But they're that good. Okay, so yes. Anyway, so for 12 cookies,
Ready?
it
Drum
was
roll.
here goes. It was $80.
80 doll hairs for 12 cookies?
80 doll hairs for 12
Shit.
galletitas.
Look at this. 12 personalized cookies. I paid 60 for gorgeous custom sugar per dozen.
You were close, CPJ. You were very close.
That's a lot
80
of money for
bucks.
cookies.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like,
Oh, wait.
exit.
Angry face in the house. Chon is somewhere.
Gosh, John's here.
John's
floating around. He hasn't landed yet, but he's floating around. Once he hears this, he'll make his remark. But yes,
yeah,
12 cookies, customized cookies, Oreo size, not like giant cookies. 12 Oreo size cookies, $80. 12 of them.
Did you tell Oreo no mames?
So, I exited out, hit back, and I started scrolling again. I was like, wait a minute. Let me help the next person. So I went back up and I was like, hey, this is a great idea, Oreo. For $80, that's definitely out of my price or out of my wheelhouse, something like that.
John
and I was
said,
like, but for the next person,
nope.
yeah.
James, who would pay that?
Who would pay that? And the woman on the stupid video, she was smiling, happy. She's like, I bought these for my daughter's birthday.
Bench getting paid today for selling $80 cookies.
And people yell at me like when we sell cakes for $60-$50 and they're like, for this little thing, I'm like, whatever.
Look,
get out of here.
John has his priorities. He's like, that's 5 rolls of film. Forget that.
You
Jamie,
know it,
that
man.
doesn't motivate you to get into beautiful cookie business. That is an art.
You know what? There's a point to what CPJ is saying there, right? But I have never lauded myself as any type of designer, or I can't make things beautiful. I can make it taste out of this world. I am sure of my skills in that. But making it look beautiful, I need a lot of help.
So you know that I try to push myself into learning new things.
Uh-huh.
So one year I decided, because I watch a ton of shit. And when I say I watch a ton of shit, I mean, I watch makeup videos. The only makeup that I have to my name is lipstick. I don't have anything else because I don't know how to do all that. I watch cookie decorating, cake decorating, but I've never decorated a thing in my life. So I told Eric, you know what? I'm going to learn how to make those pretty frosting cupcakes, the royal icing cookies, not cupcakes.
Royal icing, girl.
The royal icing.
That's
so for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
My friend was like, Sandy, what do you want for Christmas? So I sent her a thing. Okay. So she got me that. Eric got me all this stuff to make cookies, cookie cutters and all that stuff. Listen, we tried that shit once. I put that up for sale. I'm like, what was I thinking? That is my toxic trait. I think if I watch just enough videos, then I'm going to learn how to do this shit. And guess what? I don't. I don't have the patience in the world.
You know, anyway. it's I mean, it's intense. And I've taken classes on it, Sandy, and I'm still like, I still feel intimidated.
I watched 100 videos and I thought,
and I watched 100. I watched 100 videos and took classes plural, and I still don't feel confident about it.
I need to find those pictures. I'll text Eric to see if he can find those pictures, but they were bad. It was maybe I can find them, but yeah, it was not good. So anyway,
you do make me want to share. So I do want to show this though. So we're talking about, and this is where I'm really trying. So I'm not just saying I'm bad at it, but I really, like you, I do want to try and get better at it. So I will show you the last cake that I made, where it started out. Okay. And, So we're just going along here, but this was just a simple vanilla cake. So when you're practicing your icing or decorating skills,
That's
you don't go all
cute.
out on the thing. Yeah. So I was in a class for this, and we all have the same tools available to us. I just was like, you know what? I saw what everyone else was doing. I was like, she had said something about if you do some special technique in the bag, you can make this, and I was like, why not? Let's just make it as hard as I can make it. So I did the technique she talked about. It was messy. It was stained my hands, my clothes. But it came out looking like that. And I was like,
Yeah, it's not bad at all. That's
see, so you
great.
can see everyone else is in the back, right? Or you can see two others over there. So you see how they went with white, right? And you see all the stuff that's on the table, okay?
Yeah.
This is what she was teaching
She
us.
did this is the
She,
teacher.
this is the teacher
Because I
or the
see where
neighbor.
they spin it and then they do the
Yeah,
little
yeah. So we
drizzle
have our little cake. Uh,
spinners,
yeah. What?
fidget
Yeah.
spinners.
I don't know what they're called right now,
I
but
broke a
yes.
nail and I'm trying to take it off.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. So she's showing how this is a drip cake. So this is mine.
Oh,
I'm
that's your
starting.
drip cake.
No, that's mine.
That's what I said. That's your drip
Yeah,
cake.
yeah, that's mine. It's a little lopsided, but that's, it's my first time doing this one. And
Because the
so
drips that I've seen, they don't let them run all the way, but yours was supposed to run all the way.
no, I just it's hard to gauge what's going on, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you kind of like you're just trying
Okay,
to go with it.
let me interrupt you.
Go
Have you
for it.
seen the chocolatier that's on TikTok? This
Oh,
guy
the
is
guy in the white
freaking
chef, the real young
amazing.
guy.
Yes, he like
Yeah.
made a rocking horse, chocolate horse.
Yeah, I've seen him do the dragon. I've seen him do the gumball machine, the piñata, and
He is
all the candies in the piñata
amazing.
were all homemade candies, not just like Tootsie Rolls and
Ah,
lollipops. It was like, what in the world?
okay, let me catch up on some of these comments. CPJ says they use projectors and stencils. You can do it and they will taste good. James said it's a job like making tamales. Ugh. That's why I buy tamales, James, because it's a job. Oh, Jamie froze. It's his first one of the evening. LOL. Sandy once was plenty. Then you said, bye, Betty Crocker. I said, oh, you know what? That $80 that Jamie was just talking about, it all of a sudden kind of seems worth it. John, Jamie, you missed it. John said your cake looked good. And Chon, you're making Chon nauseous with your ugly little cake, apparently. And
Okay.
John also said pineapple's going on Cake Wars.
And my kids keep telling me that, but it's not. So I added the little, what do you call those? Sprinkles at the bottom. You see that? Can
Did
you
you
see the
realize you were
difference?
frozen?
Yeah, I'm so sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
So then, all right, I'm still taking pictures, but then I go around. I'm like, okay, this is the other person's cake. This
Oh,
is not
I'm
my
like,
cake.
what?
This is
Shoot.
not my cake.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Hers is looking pretty tight. And she
Okay.
accidentally spilled this glitter all over it, but it actually looked even more prettier. I was like, great.
That's a
Right.
happy little
It
accident.
really was. So then I'm looking at hers and I'm like, man, that's mine.
Okay. Oh, not bad at all. I love her flowers. I really do love her flowers. I'm not sure it almost looks like a bow, but I like it. You could
No, they're
totally
flowers.
be,
They're
you could
flowers.
totally, okay, you could totally be on Nailed It with this cake.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I
I
think it's a freaking
I
beautiful
think
cake.
no, it's great. It is
I was
great. I
super
love
proud. I'm
it.
still proud of that cake.
I love the long sparkles on there. The long, those dillies, the little silver pill looking thingies.
Mm-hmm. They're
Those are
basically
pretty.
sprinkles. They're just giant.
Yeah. So Joanne says, I don't like to bake. It's too intense for me. I don't have the patience. I watch cooking shows in Sandy. I found a gluten-free brown gravy. All I bake is German chocolate cake. Funny story that you say that. We went to the store to buy. I didn't. Let me take that back. I don't have a mouse in my pocket. Eric went to the store and bought brown gravy. Well, it was in the gluten-free box. Well, he just grabbed 10 of them because he thought they're all gluten-free. Anyway, he came home with 2 gluten-free and the rest of them weren't. But lesson learned, we will always check our packages before we go home. But are you talking about like a homemade gluten-free? Homemade recipe, Joanne?
Es posible.
Es posible. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Cake.
So I don't bake. I think I told y'all a really sad story when I was pregnant with Cade. Alex wanted a chocolate cake. And I was like, you know what, baby? We can do this. We are going to bake a cake. So let him stay up past bedtime, made that cake, and I
Mhm.
didn't wait for it to cool. I'm sure that was I think that's what it did.
You
So when I
iced it
went
still?
no, when I went to flip it over, it cracked. Half of it stayed in the pan, and Alex was like, "It's okay, mom. I'm just gonna go to bed now."
Oh,
It was the
Sandy.
saddest it was the saddest little face you ever saw, and I was
Yeah.
like, "I'm never doing this again. Never baking again." Isn't just you make your kids so sad. Ugh,
I don't know how that feels at all. All my cakes always come out the pan.
no, well, not mine, and that's why I hate the color yellow. So, John says, "I don't eat cake. Everything too sugary for me. Only cake I can eat is Korean rice flour cake." Hmm,
Interesting, John.
interesting.
I've never heard of that actually. I'm gonna have to look at that. I agree, though. One of the biggest things I have with cake is that when it's just too sugary, it's too sharp, especially the store bought crap, right? Like when you make it at
I
home, you
want
can
that good
control it.
icing, not that whip icing. Ugh, that's
So what do you?
fake.
That's interesting. So because so in my world, there's a ton of different
Buttercream,
icings. So which one's your favorite? Because
the
there's American
buttercream.
buttercream, there's also Italian buttercream, and that's a Swiss meringue.
Not my mess. And just whatever basic ass
See, and that's what I
icing
would
there
tell John.
is.
John, if it's too sweet, I would ask anytime you can ask for one. See if there's a Swiss meringue, and that cuts the sugar down big time, and it tastes so
They're
smooth.
gonna tell John, "Te voy a dar tu Swiss meringue for asking for." So, yeah, speaking of rice flour cake,
Uh-huh.
one of our local, food trucks is a Thai, food truck, Thai food,
Okay.
and he makes the best gluten-free pad Thai. So, love him.
That sounds good.
Anyway,
Pad Thai is a
so
spicy one, right?
yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he made some rice. How do I explain it? It was like a tamal. So it was rolled up like a tamal, but it used rice as the sticky part of it, like the masa. And then
Uh-huh.
he had some corn in it. It was so good. Like if you were expecting like a Mexico tamal, then you wouldn't have liked it. But it because he'd already told us, he's like, it's like a tamal, but it's not. Anyway, it
So
was
he's like this
delicious.
fusion guy, huh? He was like
No, no,
he
his
took
parents made
inspiration.
that. No, his parents made
Oh,
that. That
okay.
was like a dessert for them.
Ooh, it's a
Yeah.
dessert.
Mhm.
That sounds good,
It's so
actually.
good. It almost was like, have you ever had their mango sticky rice?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so good. It was very similar to that.
I need
So
to
good.
find some more places to eat around here.
Yeah,
It's a
you do.
small city. We're not anywhere near close to Lubbock, anywhere near.
There was a true
Um,
crime story about Blono. I can't remember now. I have to think about it.
yeah. There's one that was close to us here, also in Peoria. It's about 30 minutes away, and there was a huge. I don't want to talk about it. Actually, it was a horrible murder. It was involved the
So
family. Anyway,
Anita, I mean, Joanne said yes with cornstarch. I think that's to my
gravy,
the gravy. Yes.
or yeah, yeah.
CPJ says all of my cakes come out of the pan too, even if I smash my hands in it and throw it in the trash. uh,
Yeah.
James says it's crazy as we get older, we can tell how sweet a cake is by first glance and we say
Oh,
nope. I
okay. I
know,
want to make sure
right? It
James
is.
don't leave until I tell you something. But keep going with the comments,
Joanne
Sandy.
says, I don't like sweets. I know I'm odd. At least most people think. You know what? Every time we eat, I'm like, oh, I gotta finish it off with something sweet. I still like sweets. Jamie, go to the burrito place and see if they have sticky mango rice and pad thai. That's right. What is it called again?
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, Ulysses, how are you, sir?
Oh,
Mr. Pineapples, it seems that every time I get on, you guys show your beard gets a little more gray.
you
It's those
know,
platinum highlights.
I was just talking to my wife about this past week, and I was just telling her, I was like, man, I got all this going on and stuff. My thought was, so Halloween is coming up, and I wanted to grow everything out more because I wanted to be an older Bruno from Encanto, right? So you see, there's this poncho right there. And so I was going to be Bruno. I ordered some rats so I could tape to my back. If you've seen the movie, heard the song, that all this makes sense, right? But I told my wife, I was like, man, I don't feel attractive right now. I got all this, and I don't
And did she
feel
run
handsome.
her
No,
fingers through your
she was
beard
like,
and then you
"Why?" No, no,
did she
no.
say,
Because
"Why, little ugly?"
and it's my own fault because I don't keep up with it well. But I was really doing it on purpose because normally I shave it. I just shave it off. That's all I do. And so, but I was really trying to let it grow out. My little one, she's gonna dress up as a rat fairy, whatever that is, because she was the only one in the family who was like, "I'll be one of the rats with you, Dad. One of your rats." And I was like, "Okay." And so I was like, "I'm gonna do this for her." But now I'm like, I can't wait till this weekend is done so I can just all of it and just be done with it.
Well, that's good. That was nice of you to try to go with the whole thing and
Yeah,
save money on uh a wig and stuff.
right. So that was the other thing. I was like, I'll go buy a wig, but I was like, no, 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 no.
It's too
Anyway, hold on
much.
real quick. I wanted to show James something, but keep going on the comments.
Okay, so for some reason, for some random reason, Sean said back to school, Sandy. La Bomba, is that the name of your place?
Yeah, who said that? Oh, well,
CPJ?
it's La Bamba, but I mean, close enough.
Ulysses, we're good. We are doing good. Thank you for hopping in here. We always appreciate your commentary. What are you going to show? What are you going to
I
show
wanted to
James?
show because James is
Because
here.
James is an artist.
Yes, and
James, are
not
you
just
living in San Antonio now?
so. James is an artist. He's a good buddy of mine from back in the day. But I got some stuff and I wanted to show it off, right? I like to show off my stuff, but he would appreciate it since he's not just an artist, but he also looks at comic books and does the art for those, right? So I just wanted to show off a few things. Real quick, I'm going to show off this just
Oh,
because
you're going to make Sean nauseous.
that's fine. So Silver Surfer, if you didn't hear any of the Disney news this past weekend, they just announced that they're going to do a special. So Silver Surfer's he's not getting a movie, he's not getting a TV show. He's getting kind of like a little one-shot special that Disney did, like they did with Werewolf by Night. So for the
Who
comic
was the
geeks out there,
Silver
that makes
Surfer?
sense.
I remember watching it. I used to like X-Men, and then I just got off the bandwagon.
Just stopped it, huh? That's okay.
I did.
But the cartoon, you mean? Back in the day?
The movie.
Oh, the
Remember
movies,
the Silver
yeah.
Surfer?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm still trying to figure out mess with this nail.
It's okay. It's okay. So anyway, here's everyone got to get their Silver Surfer books out there so they can get them graded and make lots of money off of them. So we'll see what happens there. But I got this in the mail today and I was so happy about this. So
Twig.
it's called Twig. It's by and this art specifically, there's a woman whose name oh my gosh, I wanted to say Princess, but it's not Princess. Peach Momoko. And so she drew this, but I got her signature right there.
You got her
Sweet.
signature?
Yeah. Well, someone got her signature,
figure?
and I just bought the book. So she doesn't have a lot of books out there with her signature on it, but I got one, and I was really happy about that.
Peach Momoko. That's a very
Yes.
interesting name.
Yeah. So she's Asian.
Yeah, I gathered that.
And I might be pronouncing her first name wrong. And so I wanted to show James this if he knew what this was. So James, this is a cartoon. There's a cartoon that's on Amazon. Yeah, on Amazon called Invincible, and this is one of the books. Anyway,
who signed that? Mitt Romney.
I think his name's Richard. I don't remember his first name, but Otley's his last name. So he signed this. So I won this. Anyway, I was looking up the price for it, and I was like, dang it. This is like a $250 book.
Nice.
Yeah.
How
and
much
I got it for
did we
free.
pay for it?
Zero.
For free?
Yeah. I won it in so these auctions that I go to, they always put special giveaways and they do certain contests and stuff. And so if you get it, then you win. And I was able to win and I got this. I was like, snap. I don't even like the show. It's too bloody for me. Too gory. But anyway, I want to show those off because
James says, living in San Antonio, Silver Surfer sales about to go through the roof.
Yes.
And Sean wants to know, is it Joe? Joe Mama.
Peach Momoko? Joe Momoko? And then James, let me also, since James is in here, check these out. I'm only going to show these real quick, but
I haven't seen any of your art lately. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Is somebody drawing that? Or is
I don't know what they did yet. I just got them in today, and I am like so stoked about this.
Those aren't comics, mister. What exactly?
Dollar bills, y'all. Do y'all like Moon Knight? There's Moon Knight. That was a
I
show
wish
that
I
just,
knew who that was. I mean, no, I don't wish that.
you know,
This is too
Venom.
much knowledge. I do know Venom. Oh, John said that is dope. James says, Jamie, you're Mr. Richie Rich, $80 Oreos and $200 comics.
Do you know that guy?
Oh, that's Deadpool.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm working out a deal to get a
How
lot
much
more
did
of
you get
these.
those? I'm just curious. Can I ask that? Oh, I guess I
Yeah, I'll
can.
say like $30.
Yeah, that's a lot. James says those dollar bills are sick.
Dude. Yeah. So I'm hoping to start up my own store here soon, and I want to see if I can get enough of those so that I can give out with every order that comes in. This would be
Get
cool.
get out.
Maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Someone said no, thank you, Jamie.
Pues entonces, vete. Look at that. This is a cool looking thing. Look at that. I mean, let's
Yeah,
look.
those are really
I
cool.
mean, they're pretty snazzy. It's gold. I don't know if it comes through okay, and it's hard with all the glare, but it's a gold bill.
Okay. Focus on
Okay,
me for a
go ahead.
second.
Let's go. Change back to you.
No. If you see a Superman in one of those,
I got you, Sandy. Don't worry.
okay.
So that the guy who I found who I don't know what you want to say. He didn't make these, but whatever. He's only got Marvel right now, but I did ask him if he's got some DC ones. Could he make them and indie ones, James? So he was like yes to both, and I was like, you make sure when you
John
get
said
Superman.
Deadpool is awesome.
I told him when you make sure when you get a Superman or Supergirl, it's like you let me know and get one with just a shield on it, the Superman shield.
Yes.
So
I'll throw some dollar bills your way.
dollar bills, y'all. So I will make sure if that happens to let you know. I'll get you.
Okay. I mean, I best be second in line after you.
Yes, absolutely. Promise.
Okay.
Okay.
What? So that's it? That's all your haul for the week?
I got a lot, but I'm not going to show it all because I don't want to bore certain people.
Chon. You don't want to make Chon
You know what, James? I do want to talk to James.
James,
I wish you could come on, James. If you want to come on the show right now, even on your mobile phone, let me know. Hit me up on Facebook, and I'm going to send you a link, and you can come on the show with us, and we can chat about something.
PPJ says, I want to open a store. I want to give out. See if Joe will put you on his list for boxes when you close. Kidding. You know I'm rooting for you. John says, I go to eBay to get a Polaroid Funko. Oh, I got on eBay. Oh, I want to see it. I want to see what is a Polaroid Funko?
Yeah, I don't know either. I have an idea. I'm thinking he probably got the Polaroid camera
and it's
in the Funko.
I want to see a picture, please.
Yeah. Message it to us, John. You got me curious now too.
Yeah, I'm so curious. I guess
so. I found an auction site where these people sell Funko like crazy, and people are like, "Good God, they're selling them for like hundreds of dollars," and I'm like, "What?" But I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Got a reminder to go to bed. That's wild. All right, everybody.
It was nice hanging out with y'all.
Nice hanging out. John said, yeah, he's going to order it on eBay. Okay, go Google it. And we'll take it out from under John. We'll overbid him.
Now I'm going to go check. I'm not going to bid on it, John.
All right. Hold on. Let me ask my assistant. Let me ask my assistant to help us.
Terrible. We're terrible. I can't. Sorry, John. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
What is it? Let's see it.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up because it looks. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that is wrong.
It looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I'm about to put it on the screen.
Okay, I'm excited about this. Let's see. That is so cute. Oh, John, why'd you tell us about it?
He's so cute. Look at him. He's just.
How much is that bid going for, John? Oh my. Let's see. We're knocking out bid, you silly. What's it?
Current bid is at $1.50.
$1.
$1.
One doll hair. Look, there's 140 doll hairs.
40. Yeah.
Oh, and he's in good condition. When did?
Oh, this just came out this year.
Oh, okay. So we can still get these.
$40 though. These things started at 15, but then it went up. So
God, $139.
for
Okay, CPJ says,
Leonardo
Sandy, I just bought DJI Osmo Mobile
DJI
6
Osmo.
Syncade to train me. Girl, I don't even know what that is.
Hold on,
I
I'm
bet
gonna
he
look that
does.
up.
We're gonna Google it.
Hold
See
on,
if we can
I'm gonna take that out.
Sandy.
What was
Put
it
that on
called?
Vintage Cade's Christmas list. I know, right?
I Osmo Mobile
It,
6. Oh,
it
it even
only came
autofilled
out
for me.
in New York
It even
City.
autofilled for me.
What?
It's a gimbal. Oh, you stinking gimbal.
You got it. Doesn't Joe have a gimbal? What kind of is this for, like, commercials,
Oh
Carrie? What are
snap!
you gonna be doing with
Hold on,
it?
I'm gonna show it off real quick
Okay, let's see it.
because it had a little not a video, but a GIF, I guess
Is
maybe.
this something we need?
Yeah, it depends.
Oh, so
But
this
look,
is
it's all
gonna be for
electronic.
commercials. You can write this off on your taxes.
You
Yes,
see that
ma'am.
right there? She'll
Mhm.
be able to stop, start, play, rewind, and all that jazz with it there.
So Joanne would like to know, what do you do with them? Just collecting? They are so cute.
The Funko stuff,
Yeah, I
John.
think they're just
I
collectibles.
think she's talking to you, John. What do you do with it? I don't collect them, but I guess it's the same as like my comics and stuff. You collect them, and I
So one
have
of my
two.
tattoo artists has a ton of, like, different little, I mean, he's got, like, anime, he's got Marvel, he's got all sorts of things just in his studio.
It's our generation right there, right? So there's a lot of stuff that came out that was really cool when we were kids and growing up, and so then we got to be older and get real jobs, and we're like, oh, we can buy toys too now as adults, and it's cool.
Speaking of collectibles and old stuff, what did y'all go for the craze on the McDonald's thingies? Those
No,
chingaderas? The
did
pat what are
you?
they called? The pals? Me.
I saw everyone in our feeds going crazy for them though, and they're like, "Call me when
Yeah.
you're there. Get one extra for me." And and it's crazy, right? So there's this phenomenon. It's called FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. Is when you
Yes.
see those things, it makes you, if you don't check yourself, when you see
You
that,
wreck yourself.
you wreck yourself, you wreck your bank account, right? And and it's all those buzz things they do. They're like, 15, we only got 15, there's only a limited amount of 20, and or it's $500. And so all these little things, and it makes you want to jump at it, but at the end of the day, once you get it, it's kind of like when you get a car and you drive it off the lot. It immediately depreciates for a lot of things. Some things it doesn't. Some things you roll off with it, or you get it in your house and it does start appreciating. So
So, John says, I like to collect them. Sometimes I do photographs with them. John, taking that little Funko Pop everywhere you travel to and
dude, show
taking
us
a
some of
picture,
them.
that
I
would be
want to
so
see some of
cool.
your photos of them now, because those got to be
CPJ
cool.
says, you'll have to watch the info video on it on Amazon. You'll want it for your travels.
Oh, Sandy, there you go.
Oh,
You
maybe I'll
need
put
it.
it on my Christmas list.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait till we start talking about that stuff, because I want to hear what some of you guys are putting on your Christmas list. Give me
I've been
ideas.
thinking about it. I'm like, I don't really have anything this year, you
I was
know?
sort of with you before the comic
But
book stuff started
now
coming
I
into the
have an
house.
Osmo 6 that I never
You
even
got
knew
a
anything about.
Osmosis Jones you need to get. Maybe you can get a 5 for cheaper
The
and it'll
gimbal
work
for
just
your
as good.
phone is awesome. Do you use one too, John? Do you have a gimbal?
I guess it would make sense because the gimbal essentially helps you so that it doesn't shake and whatever, right? So
Right.
having it for your phone is worse when you have your phone, right? So,
Yeah.
excuse me.
So, Jamie, can I tell you what ground my gears?
Sandy, what grinds your gears?
Let me just tell you, Jamie.
Go for it. Tell me, please.
People that can Google a question and they create a post about it.
Google a question and they
Like, say,
create.
for example, how do I remove a blood stain? You can Google that shit, right?
Oh,
But
I
no.
guess I could. I would be a little
But
scared.
nay, friends, let's just go ahead and create a post and let people tell us all the traumatic events on
Are
how
we talking
as to why they
specifically
discovered.
about a certain question, or just in general, anything we could
Just
Google?
in general, anything
Okay.
that can be Googled, some of these mom groups are so ridiculous.
Okay, before you continue, if any of you has an example like that, what Sandy's talking about, where you saw a question asked that you were like, just Google this,
Okay,
then ask or put it in the
and
comments.
and the reason I say that was because this morning this very morning, this lady Googled and she threw in her life story. So part of her story was, hey, I have a really heavy menstrual. How do I remove the blood? You can Google that. There's no reason for anybody to know that. So this lady writes, Dawn dishwashing liquid literally gets everything out. Also, peroxide. That's what the dry cleaners and carpet cleaners use when my ex tried to murder me and there was blood
Oh my
everywhere.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Are you
Like,
kidding me?
she was just trying so hard to let people know that she was once murdered. She didn't even care that you had an issue. But yes, yes, TMI. And CPJ
TMI.
also saw that on this little group that we're talking about.
Oh, so she was in there too.
Yes, CPJ, you know what I'm talking about. These people can Google lots of things, but no, they just want to be asking. So then another lady goes on there and says, wife of an embalmer here.
Oh gosh.
He gets blood on his white shirts all the time. Peroxide and Blue Dawn dish soap do that as many times as needed before putting them in the washer. Do we need to know that this guy's an embalmer?
I mean, if we
And that
didn't
she,
now, we do.
I mean, oh God. Anyway, so that really kind of grinds my gears. And then,
Why does
yes,
it grind your
exactly.
gears so much?
It just annoys the shit out of me. Just go on Google. Like, why do
So
you have to go create a whole post? It's easier if you just Google rather than creating a post and waiting for comments to appear. By then, the blood set in. Good God.
is it okay? Because here's the thing: a lot of people ask me, and I do the same thing, Sandy. So a lot of times I'll call, or even at work, I'll go. Well, not currently, but I have a habit of asking people mundane questions where I could easily look up on Google, and they'll be like, "You can just do that." And so there's a two-parter for that, right? I'm frustrated that they tell me I could do that because I'm like, what have I been doing for the last umpteen years? Do you think I know that I can go Google that? Of course I know that. But I specifically don't and ask people because I do love interaction. I do love people interaction and I like hearing stories. That's where I find out more about people than I do if I just message them or whatever. I do it because I want to interact with people and I'm a people person. So, and they
Okay.
ask me, and that's what I tell them. I'm like, sorry, you're going to get me asking you a question every
Okay.
time.
And that's fair. But I don't feel like 99% of people are like you.
Okay.
I think some of these women just need attention because they don't get attention at home. And yes, so then you have the anonymous poster that says, what is your favorite gray wall color? Exactly. Why are you hiding, girl? Like what? Like the other girl that's bleeding
What
profusely.
thing are you on that these questions are being
I mean,
asked? What is the name
it's
of it?
this small. You can't be on it. It's a girl group. It's only
But
women.
is it wives how to hide your husbands when they
I don't know.
accidentally trip? I don't
Look, see,
know.
yes, post is anonymous so you don't look stupid. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you can only get away with that on Reddit though,
See,
right?
okay, so here's where I'm okay with you asking a question. Women, what's the best bra out there? I can't Google that. I can't Google what's the best bra out there,
Right.
right?
It's not objective.
Exactly. So that then I can understand looking for a good bra because good bras are so hard to find. Ladies, if you're interested, they're saying Selma bras. I'm gonna go check them out and I'll let you know. Anyway, that you can Google, but to remove blood, uh, I can't do it. I cannot do it. And
I
then,
guess if
yeah,
it's a personal question, maybe I don't want to put it out there. Maybe that's what would make me that's the division or why I'd want to post it anonymously.
yeah. I mean, you can post anonymously, like yeah, like certain things, but not
Yeah.
your wall color. But yes, you can post in Facebook as anonymous too. So anyway, second, yeah, the best bra is the one that is comfortable for you. That's true. That's true. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to my notes here. Mm. So there's also, I saw a post, these are always posts on Facebook, that said, hey, I'm going on a honeymoon, but please, I need it to be cheap, blah, blah, blah.
The
And
cheap
in the
ones.
comments, in the comments, you have somebody that suggests a city. I've heard this city is good, but I've never
Mhm.
been.
I,
Then
you know,
why would
Sam,
you
I'm
suggest
right there
it?
with you.
Like
You know,
what?
when I'm looking for recommendations or suggestions, I want it from people who've done it. Hey, anyone
Yes.
who's gone to Greece, can you tell me what's some good places to visit?
Yes.
I've heard this. What's happening, Joe?
What
Welcome,
up,
man.
Joe? Welcome
You
to the
caught us on a
middle of
high
what
right now,
grinds
dude.
my
We're
gears.
on a very emotional charged
Oh,
topic. Okay, Sandy shared
emotionally
what ground her
charged.
gears. Okay, and she said that. Well, go ahead, Sandy. I'm sorry. I'm not going to hijack.
So just so that you can be caught up with us, one lady posted, I'm going on a honeymoon. I need something
Jeez.
cheap. Where can I go? And this lady said, I heard this city is good. Bench ain't never been, but she
Get out of
suggested
the
it.
chat. Get out of the comments. Good
Why are you
Lord.
trying to be relevant, lady?
You
Oh,
know,
well.
I'm looking at it to read the comments from the recommendations. I don't want to hear what you think because you haven't gone.
Well, I heard that's just as good,
Yeah.
right? If I've heard that it was good.
It's not as good. I'm with you,
Well,
Sandy, on that one,
I
though.
just kind of heard that it was
That
good.
drives me nuts. I'm like, you know, yeah. When I ask, hey, where's a place on the east side of town that you can take your car to? Because my guy's all the way on the west side of town, and they're like, well, my so and so is taking it here. I've heard that this is a great place, and it's like, I want to know your
First
not recommendation. Yeah, thank you. Yes, that's what I want.
You didn't specify that.
You're right. You're right. Because
You're
even
right.
if you did, people you'd still have those.
Say, I want your actual recommendation, not what you've heard or what Google says. I want to hear it from your perspective.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you're right. But here's the deal. Even if you said it, even if you
prefaced it,
even if you like, you could be
qualified
selling
it.
bananas for $2.99. They're gonna be like, you got oranges for $5. Bench my posting and say nothing about oranges. I
You
just
had to say it on his, didn't you? You had to say oranges. Huh? I'm having flashbacks of LA, East LA.
Okay, so let's go back. So, no, not that one. CPJ says, or on a post, what is wrong with me? This is medically what is going on, but no judgments or mean comments. If you want to freak out and want attention, just Google it. The interwebs will let you know what you're dying with. With your stubbed toe, girl. Or they post a rash that their kid has. I'm going to the doctor, but I kind of want to know before I get to the doctor what this is. Oh my God.
Oh. So the producer is very bad about researching stuff and going to hypochondriacs.com.
Yes. We're going to go to WebMD and find out. Listen, those commercials that come on TV that say, does your testicle hurt? Does it burn when you pee? And I'm like, yes. And then I think I got testicular cancer all of a sudden.
Oh my gosh.
Real. Shit is real.
So, this weekend, my eye was hurting, right? And remember we talked about I had some eye issues in the past, right?
Oh, retina's popping out.
And so my wife was like, you need to go to the doctor for that. I'm like, no, I know what it is. And I was like, I got a sty under the eyelid. I've never had one under the eyelid. And it was driving me nuts, insane for like 2 days. It was so painful. Huh?
That's how you get styes, by watching dogs poop.
Oh, no. But I was just like, man, in pain. And she was like, go.
Folklore there.
You're welcome.
And I was just like, no, it's just you calm down. Just calm down.
You need to go to the doctor so they can cut your eye off and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Jeez, woman.
Okay, hold on. Let me catch up on these. Okay, so James says, what the? Frozen came back to the bra talk. I mean, you missed a lot, James. You missed a lot.
James, we go from 0 to 60 all the time so quick here, okay?
Yeah, do. Joe, Jamie needs on your box giveaway list. Just pencil him in. Yes, because Jamie's going to give away stuff.
Okay, because I have boxes at my office. Okay.
And you missed the part when I was talking about I want to start selling comics here soon. So,
hi Joe, must have been done his 20%.
John, 2. We've told him already. Earlier he was saying he was giving you more credit than you needed.
I really want a poster to say I need a recommendation for a photographer who actually charges an arm and a leg, and then Joe post a model with an arm and a leg. Do it.
No, I need no. So it needs to be the opposite. So who doesn't charge
Shauna.
an arm and a leg, and then I'm gonna show a picture of me, and I'm not gonna have my arm or leg showing. So I'm like, I can't because
And then throw a tip line under. On
yeah,
top
it's like
of
Throw
it.
a tip
need
line.
those. I need an arm and a leg, and that's why I charge an arm
Tip
and a
jar.
leg.
What was that song? Tip jar?
Shauna
I
says,
can't
"Don't
remember.
worry, you have 6 weeks to live, no matter how bad your rash is."
Oh,
That's
gosh.
comforting.
Oh,
That really
okay,
is
good,
comforting.
good.
Thank you, Shauna. Sandy brings
Oh.
new meaning to having big balls in Cowtown. Yes, Shauna, thank you very much.
Big.
John says, I charge a lot more than Joe, but Joe's a better photographer than me. I want a person's kidney.
He's like, put it with the rest.
Yeah.
I'm collecting them.
John also
Jamie's
lives in
pet.
California, where everything's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Look, we're covering up Joe's face. So speaking of kidneys,
not my hair.
I saw a story where a guy donated his kidney to his sister several years ago. Now he's in need of a kidney.
And she said, nope.
She's
He
like,
said,
She's like, I got the only one you gave me. He's like,
I
I
was
need
going
it
to say
back,
something
please.
that's not.
Stop. I need it back,
about-
please.
I know what you're gonna
Stop,
say. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Golly.
Cindy.
Man, I swear, guys.
Why can't we say it? We can say what we
No,
want.
you cannot say it.
Why? That's
Moving
54%
on.
of me. I can say whatever I want.
Good Lord.
54%.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
Wait, watch out! He might hit the mute button on you there, Sandy said.
Hey, that awesome blonde model who does characters. I see it. Halloween is here.
Hey, that awesome blonde model that does
Jillian?
characters.
CPJ.
Oh, I think they're talking about Jillian.
Okay. I saw some of her pictures on Instagram this weekend, and I was like, man.
Yeah.
Girl be killing
So-
it.
I have a
seriously.
really cool theme session that I'm going to do with her, and I'm going to let you guys try to guess the theme whenever I actually do the theme and post the pictures.
I'm glad
It's not
I let you finish that because my brain was already like, okay, line it up, start going. I was just gonna start rapping.
Because it's not necessarily Halloween themed, but there's
Yeah.
a specific.
But if it
theme.
involves Jillian,
yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
It's going to be,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's gonna be cool.
You can't have that kidney back. You gave it to me fair and square.
But I need
ouch,
it
if he
now.
sues her, that I want to see how that goes. No, I don't want to see how that goes down.
I know. That'd be awful. Siblings suing each other. I mean, it's not.
For whatever reason, so I was reminded of this time. I remember when Dr. Pineapples and I, after we were married, I think it was between our first and our third
You wanted your kidney.
Halloween or Christmas party or whatever we had at the house, right? And JD was there, right? So JD has been one of my good friends for many, 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 many years, and he was the
Never
best man
heard
at
of
my
her.
wedding. She came to my house to hang out with us for the party, and I remember we had to play like not Pictionary, but we called it Trash the Floor. And so you act out, you grab something out of a hat. It's a character. You act it out without saying any words, and your partner's got to guess, right? I remember playing that game. JD was my partner, and there were several teams. But every time I pulled a name out of the hat, I would do something like barely even utter a word or a motion, and he would be like, and we won. And we had like all 30 of the names out of the hat in like less than a minute and a half. And they were like, what the heck just happened? It's like, that's what happens when you have good friends. You just,
when you have that connection. When
I wonder if y'all would
force
still
is
have the
working.
same connection to this.
No. Although every time, it's funny is that connection goes to Sandy because now every time something happens or there's a meme or whatever, Sandy and I will be on the same wavelength about it. Be like,
You weren't very happy about the same wavelength we were on just a bit ago.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
I do.
Okay.
she's like,
Hold on to that. And we'll come back to it later,
The
okay?
kidney. You want me to say it? The kidney.
oh yeah,
Oh, Sandy.
yeah, yes, I know.
Anyway, I wasn't done with my grinds my gears.
Go for it.
So y'all know it got really cold here. And for us, it got down in the 30s. Like it even snowed at the airport. So y'all know what?
If my internet wants to go ahead and freeze right now, I'm okay with that.
People who are transplants to the north. And then we say cold here, and then they're like talking shit. Oh, it's cold. Oh, see,
Take
it's
a look at my comics over
69
here. See what I
I think
got.
I'm gonna wear shorts and a beanie this
Yes,
time because it's a little
ooh.
cold.
I'm get on my damn nerves, acting all just too snobby for our cold weather.
Exactly.
Anyway, those benches get on my nerves.
I don't know what
No
she's talking about.
benches.
They must have really gotten you. Yeah. So
We call them
Anyway.
snowbirds.
Them benches.
So, and then my last grinds my gears. I used to love to watch Divorce Court.
okay.
And now I don't know if y'all know, Star Jones is the one that presides over these divorce courts.
Sometimes I like her, and a lot of times I don't.
Let me just, I don't even know why it's called divorce court. Some of these people aren't even married. You know how many proposals I've seen in divorce court?
Mm-mm.
And they're all like, yes. You were just complaining about what a jerk he was. And then you're going to marry him and you're going to say yes on live TV. And now you just look dumb. Oh,
They
I
just
can't.
they just needed that right inspiration, Sandy. I don't know why you're so like upset
just
about
can't.
this.
So
He was like, he hurts my feelings. I can't even talk to him. And then he's like, will you marry me? She's like, yes.
So to kind of along the same vein as that, I think you showed me a reel, TikTok, whatever it was, earlier this week, and it was actually not the first time I'd seen a type like that, where the woman was talking about how he cheated on her, she was having his baby, the other girl's having his baby, forgave him, all this stuff. And it was just like mind blowing, out of this world. No, someone else sent me a video, guys.
I was like,
The
I don't
video.
recall
Okay,
sending you
yeah. All right. So the video, it was out of control. She's saying
But
how
along that
she was.
same vein.
Yeah, no, she was
totally
saying how
separate.
she. No, it is because they're
Yes,
not married,
I know
but
exactly what you're talking about.
she was gonna. She forgave her boyfriend. They were getting together. Then she was having his baby, and then he comes back and he's cheating on her with her mom.
Circus.
And oh my god! And then it continued to get out of control from that. Like, it didn't end. It was like, what the flipping world is going on here?
And we can find it and send it to y'all. But Max Embody is the one who I absolutely love him.
He said, what did he say?
He's like, Jesus Christ on a motorbike.
The one that got me though is he was like, I died. And then
I died.
He goes back, I respawn and I died again.
He is so funny. I love him. Okay, so James says, I used to walk 15 miles in the snow. I bet uphill both ways.
Both
And
ways.
Hold on. It was 1 centimeter of snow, so don't count much. James was born and raised in Lubbock, okay? So
Yeah. And
See,
he
there
killed
he
a bear
is.
with his loose leaf folder.
it was a paper bear, okay?
Speaking of
With his
bears,
trapper keeper.
There you go. What?
Speaking of bears, there was a bear spotted in San Angelo.
Shut the front
San
door.
Angelo, Texas.
It went up from
There's
Big Bend to
somebody-
San Angelo. Crazy.
Hitched a ride. Anyway,
I'm sure it's somebody's pet.
I call them
He's too
dodo
big now,
birds.
so
Yeah, I'm gonna release him into the wild. Yeah, exactly. John says Star Jones sucks. I miss Toller or Jenkins. I love Toller. Toller.
I don't remember either of those names.
What? Divorce
Don't watch
court,
any of that.
proposal, and then Maury. You about that? Yeah, that's probably
Right.
right. But really want to photograph Jenkins. I need to see who Jenkins is. I don't remember.
Leroy
that name.
Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy.
So we know. Did y'all already talk about what's his name passing away?
No. Leslie.
Yeah. Okay. So whenever you think of him, what do you think of first?
Christmas
Let's
movies.
go with that.
Christmas movies.
Christmas movies. So, like, what's your
I have an
favorite
inappropriate
character?
thought.
Huh?
Your favorite character?
I don't have one. He was never one of the stars. He was always, like Ron's brother. Ron's brother was always the backup guy in all the horror movies.
I didn't even know he was on Pee Wee until
Mhm.
earlier.
Well, can
I
I
want to
tell
say,
you?
was it the Santa Claus?
I don't know.
Anyway.
But I loved him in Boston Legal.
Oh my gosh, Joe.
That's who I think of. When I think of him was
Oh my
Boston Legal.
gosh.
He was the man that killed his mom. And he's like, I didn't mean to, Alan. She just kept talking, and I had the frying pan in my hand, and I just let it fly. And he's like, and Alan is his lawyer. He's like,
Yeah.
you just let it fly. So that's my favorite memory of him. And I know that he had done a lot of stuff, but every time I think of him, I loved his character on that show because Alan got him off for killing his mom, and then he comes along and kills his gardener or somebody else.
That's
like,
ripped from the headlines.
He's like, I guess I didn't mean to do it. So, man, that was.
I loved
like
all of
one
his
my favorite
TikToks.
things.
He was so
Yeah.
damn funny.
Oh, he was so good on his TikToks.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's funny because I just wonder what people's
tragic. It was in a car accident.
Yeah, because some people said that he was on Will and Grace, and I don't even remember him on Will and Grace. So
he has 133 acting credits to his name, meaning he either starred in a movie or television show. He was in front of the camera basically, and he has 133 credits in IMDb.
Wow!
So
he's got 2 right now that are
Joanne
in
remembers
post-production.
him on Will and Grace.
Okay,
Listen to that. Anita says, Bob says Lubbock, Texas. The bear says San Angelo, Texas.
Lubbock's too far. Lubbock's too far.
Yeah, they'll be coming up here, hitching rides with the crackheads.
Man, he was on a regular TV show called Call Me Cat. He was Phil for the 2021-2022 year.
See, I don't remember
36 episodes.
I
36 episodes.
Boston Legal. That's just crazy to me that he was so. Like I said, I remembered him really well in Boston Legal. So
American Horror Story. Holy crap, he was in there for like 5 years.
Oh, American. Wow. See, I don't watch that one. I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, that doesn't show here in my house.
I did watch Black Adam this weekend. I will give you a. It was like it was enjoyable.
You can spoil it for me. I don't give a care. I hate it.
I don't even know what it is.
DC does though, so I'm straight up with my hate for DCEU. I cannot stand Zaslav, who is the CEO or who runs everything over at WB Discovery. I don't like the guy already, and I don't know if you heard, but they just found 2 co-CEOs.
Yeah, whatever he just said.
Not mute me. Don't you ever mute me again. That's your free pass. Everyone gets one. Okay? You get one free pass a season.
His character was Beverly Leslie on Will and Grace. Think Karen, but as a man. Void your bladder before watching. You'll thank me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm going to have to go on a Leslie spree and watch some of these shows if I can find them. You know what I mean? If you can just hit them nice and straight going.
John says we have bears and mountain lions where I live. I'm at the upper base of Mount San Antonio. Have you ever photographed any of them, John?
Wait,
no, by the time John gets his camera ready, if there's anything moving, by the time John gets his camera ready because he shoots like film in a certain way, that he's already dead.
Right.
He's already dead. That mountain's on him and that bear's
ready.
He's like, dude, wait, don't attack me yet. Let me set up here. I'm gonna have to get focused.
Right.
You know, he played on Boston Legal for 6 episodes in the 2005 year.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He wasn't just in one episode. Anyway, sorry.
Keep going.
Wait, so who's John? Which one is John?
John.
I know the name. So
my photographer friend.
John Harville.
Oh, he's a photographer. His name's John Harville. Thank you, guys. I totally appreciate it. I didn't know either of those things. I might as well just Googled it.
I said that. I was like, it's John Harville.
We've had several photographers on. Which one was he?
John Harville is the one that always is in our. He's always been in our comments for a while.
Out of all the
photographers from California,
John is on the show.
Oh my gosh.
So John said,
should have just Googled it.
If they are into this area, they are.
Should have just Googled him.
Yep, it takes 20 minutes to set up the large format. Oh,
right.
wow.
It takes a long time to set up his camera.
They're probably stalking John.
Oh, man. When he came to shoot with me in Lubbock, he set up in my studio, and I was like, are you going to take a picture? He's like, no, I'm still setting up.
Oh, wow. Cool Cali John, Jamie.
Jamie doesn't remember that, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did y'all go what you did for this weekend?
We don't do that here.
We were waiting on you.
Oh, okay. Can I tell you what I did this weekend?
Yes, we're waiting on you.
Okay, good. So I was in Dallas, Fort Worth, and I got to teach a lighting class to some
cool
Dallas photographers. So it was really cool, and had lots of fun, and it was nice. Met some cool people, and I think people really learned some stuff. And
how big was the class?
We had about five photographers, so
nice.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then the next day, so that night after, so Jet wanted to go see the Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds were performing in Fort Worth, and along with the F-35 Raptor or something like that. So he wanted to go see that. So they took an Uber to go see it, and then I said I would pick them up after the show, and then it took 45 minutes for me to pick them up.
Is that a bad thing though? Like
there you were again.
No, not because, but it was just because there's so much traffic. There was so much traffic, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go straight there." They sent me their pin. It's like right there. I get there, and the cop's like, "Nope, no one else goes this way." So I go this way, and they're like, and I can go cut across the distance. And they're like, "Nope, no one goes here." So I had to go down like 4 or 5 miles one way, waiting for the traffic to come back up. And all the time, the people were like, "Where are you at? Why aren't you here?" I'm just like, I was
going to say, how many times did you get snapped at?
Yeah, I'm stuck in traffic. I can't go anywhere else. I'm sorry.
That was to be expected, though, right? Like,
well, so it wasn't to be that expected. So it took me about 20 minutes to get to the location. Like, I could have. It would have been, if there was no traffic, it would have been like 25 minutes. But because traffic was being redirected because the air show was over and everybody leaving the air show, they roped off certain areas that you couldn't go to. So I had to take a super long route to get them, and that was fun. That was fun.
So you weren't there to get like cool pictures and stuff?
No, I wanted to, though. It sucked because it was the same time that my workshop was going.
Okay.
So Ted said it was cool. He liked it.
John said, "Pineapples, Google me and find my portfolio. Might not be NSFW because I haven't updated my portfolio in a while."
So I'm looking at your Facebook photos
to focus on personal projects. Oh, you really are researching, John.
Yeah. I don't remember what it looks like. I'd like to see a picture of his face, but I see a picture of all the other.
He doesn't put it up.
Oh, on purpose?
Yeah.
Is it because it would overpower all the other photos of everyone he's taken and they're all just jealous?
No, he can't because he's under witness protection. Oh, I should have said that. Just kidding.
He'd be a lot cooler if he was, though.
He would be a lot cooler if he was.
Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie about that one.
Stop it.
But man, I am not gonna lie, John. Your photos are freaking awesome. I know who you are in name only.
He did a show, right? You guys did a show. Joe, right?
I remember he came on, and I know he's a photographer, and I know he watches the show too.
And I know
sometimes.
I've seen his face because
I just cannot remember what he looks like.
Show.
I think
he
was on a stream with us one time, but I don't remember. Not this show.
No, it was your stream that you were doing a photography thing.
Yeah, probably.
You know what's so?
Jet got in trouble last week.
Oh,
Jet.
Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
So we got the producer got a voicemail, and she forwarded it to me. It's like, this is Principal so and so with the 9th grade center, and we want to let you know that your son, he's Jet Baker. He's not in trouble, but
he's in trouble.
I was like, but we did have to take him into the office and question him about a certain event that was going on. One of the staff members had alerted him, the principal, that there was some vaping going on in one of the restrooms. And in the restrooms, Jet just happened to be going into that same restroom whenever they locked that restroom down. So Jet was
wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place at the wrong time. But
be like, I have asthma.
I call him. I was like, "Hey, vape boy, what are you doing?"
Oh my god.
Oh dear. Poor kiddo.
Yeah, so he was the wrong place at the wrong time. The principal asked him if he knew who was vaping or if he smelled anything. So Jet was like, I just went in there to wipe my nose, okay, and get some tissue. And then I'm locked in there. And then I'm told to go to the principal's office. It's like I didn't mean to do any of this.
Poor kid.
So funny.
Yeah, so he was so yeah.
But if your house starts smelling like cotton candy.
Right, exactly. If somebody be smoking, we know who it is. It's right there.
Yeah.
Watching me. Right
so crazy story. Oh, look at him.
He's right there.
Kids that hit their parents are vaping.
He's right there.
Kids that hit their parents are vapors. Yep. Exactly.
So funny story. I went and picked up Cade. I guess. Well, I picked him up a couple of days, Monday or Tuesday. It was kind of cold. It was cold. Sorry, Jason. Sorry if my cold isn't cold enough for you. It was too cold for him to walk home. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, someone's getting high somewhere. And then as soon as I say that, Cade gets in the car and he's like, Mom, it smells like marijuana out here. And I'm like, I know, right? I was like, I smell it too. But I couldn't tell you.
She's like, share.
Exactly.
And then you look at Cade like, how do you know what marijuana smells like?
You know what? I can tell you exactly the moment he learned what marijuana was. We were in Vegas.
Wow.
Vegas.
It did stay in Vegas.
No. And he was like, we walked through a cloud of it. And he said, Mom, what is that smell? I said, it's marijuana. I said, and once you smell it, you'll never forget it.
Sandy was like, deny what your ancestors are telling you right now. Just deny it.
Fast forward to 6th grade.
Uh-huh.
He said, he comes home and he's like, Mom, I smell marijuana in the hallway. I said, oh, I bet you do. I said, I bet you do. Anyway, so we tell Eric, we're like, Eric, Kate smells marijuana. Eric's like, you don't smell marijuana. I'm like, I believe you, baby. Don't worry. I said, I believe you. So then he comes home and he's like, Mom, so-and-so got busted with marijuana. I said, oh, he said they were selling it at school. I said, oh, we call Eric and we're like, told you, fool. We told you it's not marijuana.
We know what the Mary Jane smells like.
We sure do, Eric. Okay, anyway. So John says, actually, I don't, because in California, I'm still recorded as the armament tech, and technically they can search my house and property anytime they want for illegal types of firearms or any other types of weapons. So I don't want to try to give them any way of identifying me.
I've seen those Facebook videos.
Bob Lazar.
I don't think it's Lazar in that realm. I think it's more in, you know what? That's fine. It's Lazar. We'll go with that.
Is that not his name?
No, it is. You're right. It's, yeah.
But what I'm saying is he turned his cell phone off.
I remember. You're right. Yeah. I saw that. That was crazy. They and that just found him. They found him and they ransacked his place.
Exactly what all he had said, and his phone was turned off.
You know why? Because it's freaking under his skin. He can never get rid of the government.
But they sure did try to get rid of him. They deleted him from his pictures.
Oh, that's right. From everything. His whole school even says, we don't know. Well, he was, yeah, but he's not in any yearbook. All his government documents say the exact opposite of everything he did. They were like, he's not a physicist. It's like,
Joe, you don't know what Bob Lazar is?
Jet car. Dude, it goes beyond just the aliens, Joe. Just the stuff that they did, the government did to silence him.
It's on Netflix.
Out of this world.
It's on Netflix.
You've got to watch it. It's a good background noise.
It's kind of slow.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It is slow, but like I say, if you're just watching in the background when you're doing stuff, it's okay.
Yeah, while you edit, watch it.
While you edit. Look, okay, I wanted to talk about something I forgot.
I almost took over Dr. Atwater job when he retired, the guy from Tales of the Gun. Atwater sounds familiar.
Never heard of it. But that sounds like a great title for a comic book. Image Comics needs to get on that. Call it Tales of the Gun. I think I would buy that. I would get it.
Credit because
wasn't there Tales of the Crypt?
Yes, there was and Tales from the Hood.
I remember that was a comedy.
It wasn't a comedy. It was straight up horror.
Sure? It was kind of. It was kind of a play. Are you sure?
You're thinking of the other one. I cannot do the name. It's so long. Anyway, it's the don't drink your juice. Yeah.
While sipping my gin and juice in the hood.
Yeah, while playing in South Central LA.
Sipping my juice in the hood. I think I froze for the first time tonight.
Why? What did you do?
I didn't see you freeze.
Y'all didn't?
Oh, I thought she was talking about like she was talking to someone and then she froze up on what she was going to say.
No.
Anyway, did you know that the guy from who's the big buff guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Not the chief.
Terry Crews.
Oh. Yeah. Did you know he's an artist?
Yeah.
Like he taught himself how to draw? Really good.
Yeah.
So he does these TikToks, Sandy, where he has a pencil and he plays like he's coming to the camera, and then you get a sped up version of him doing the drawing. Holy jeez.
He's drawn all the judges. Yeah, he's drawn all the judges.
And who is it?
Terry Crews. He's the big buff guy on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and he used to be
flexing his pecs.
He did the Old Spice commercials, and he was the judge, not the judge. Help me out, Joe. He was the host.
He's the host
of America's.
Was he on White Chicks?
Yes.
He was on White Chicks.
Okay, because he's like badass with his little weight thing. He's all working.
Yeah. Yes. So he did, and that's funny because I actually saw the video he had on Facebook this last week of him drawing Marlon and Keenan Wayans from as their characters from White Chicks. But as crazy as they looked or whatever, his drawing was freaking impeccable. It was perfection. It was cheese. And so you go down the rabbit hole, looked at all his other videos, and I was just like, holy crap. He's super talented.
Jay says Damon. Terry Crew is talented like that.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a boy Damon.
And he plays the flute.
No way.
Yes way. When one of the contestants went on America's Got Talent and he was trying to hype him up for playing the flute, he didn't want people to whatever. So he went out there with his flute and started playing. And it was like, he plays good. Real good.
I had no idea.
No idea. He was a gun crew that was in charge of the museum in Maryland. I had to move the museum from Maryland to Virginia.
Interesting.
I am going to take your word at that, John, because I know that there are things in this world I am not even remotely close to understanding, and that would be one of them. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was thinking about time-lapse, my colorization of black and white film. I love colorization, especially like of the old stuff that is black and white. That's amazing. Oh, that is so cool.
Is that real?
Photos, and then they will colorize them. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is that real though? Like, is it the real color that they're capturing?
Yes, they can. Yeah, they consult
as close as they can get. Yeah.
So like when you see the people wearing, like a red jacket, for example, it was definitely red when they originally took it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some ways to tell in that.
Wild.
Ever how they do that stuff. So
let me show you. And tag us in it.
Let me show y'all this little precocious 3-year-old that I shot with and her family.
If it's the one you showed earlier today, oh my gosh, she is adorable. She's so
oh my
cute.
Gosh.
And I love that they set up their own stuff in their patio. Gosh.
So I am happy that they did too, because this little girl she was a runner, she was a track star.
She's a runner. She was all over the place.
She was all over the place. And the cool thing about them is, like, I told them when we started the session, I was like, okay, I do not want you guys to try to hold her down, because all you're going to do is just make her mad and she's going to cry the whole time. And so I would just start shooting, and then I'd like, do you want to take a picture? She's like, yeah, I want to take a picture. And she'd come again, and she'd sit in their lap, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I click 2 or 3 times, she's gone. She's like, pew! I was like, I don't want to take pictures anymore. Man, this kid was probably the most hyper 3-year-old I've ever seen.
Did you tell them lay off the red dye before any photo shoots
Lay off
again?
the red dye. Lay off the red dye.
And then they had to get her last few little pictures. They bribed her with candy. I'm like, y'all
the red dye. Y'all bribed her with red dye.
Y'all brave.
Her sugar sensor was zoning in on that. She's like, yes.
I was like, she's already like, cute. She was 90 miles away an hour, and then they're going ahead and giving her candy. I'm just like, y'all.
They're like, Joe, we needed these photographs, okay? So yes,
right, exactly. It was so cool because as I was shown in the back of the camera, the mom was like, I am so impressed because I didn't think we were going to get good pictures. She goes, I knew you were going to do a good job, but just being able to capture her the way she was, I'm like, yeah, because I told her, I was like, 3-year-olds, 2, 3, 4-year-olds, you're not going to get them to sit still. I was like, there's no point in even trying.
There's barely some adults that can get through it.
Exactly. Have you read? So there's an article about dads doing family pictures, and the article goes, dads, please stop ruining family pictures. Because
how so?
Why?
Because in her article, it was a photographer, and I don't know if it was an article or a TikTok, but she said most of the time dads don't like to smile. They don't like to do the poses that sometimes are put in, and they usually are in a bad mood, and they do a half-ass smile most of the time. So
okay, that makes sense then. I guess
she was going into them, and then she got a lot of flack because she put all, it seemed like she put all dads in that little cup. But on the most part, there's been a few dads that I worked with. They were just there because their
wives freaking made them be there.
Exactly.
And I'm with her. I'm like, there's some validity to her. I don't think it was just
I don't think it was either, but she took a lot of flack for posting it, and I'm just like, hey, I actually agree with that.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you draw your own sword to fall on.
And who was the ones getting mad? The dad.
You know what I mean? Would you go do that, Joe? Are you going to blast any of your?
I don't know. Blast my clients either, but I've only fired one client in the 10 years that I've been doing this.
I remember it was during the show. I remember her. Them. I remember them.
Why don't I?
If we said some certain things, Sandy, you'd remember too. So I'll tell you after the show. Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh, the story was like a Reddit post out of this world too. Yeah. It was like, what?
I don't remember.
I wish I could remember which episode it was so you could go back and watch it. But Joe explained what happened. I think.
I was just flabbergasted at the way that she responded to my pictures, and
I think he had talked about it in previous episodes, like leading up to it, because it was a pain. Yeah, and then it culminated.
The final straw that I said, you know what, I'm done with y'all. And I'm just done.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to. Yeah.
John sent me a colorization. Y'all look at it.
It was crazy. But yeah, so that's why I enjoy working with families, and they were so happy and they said, it was like, you were so patient. I was like, well, I've had 3 kids, and so I know how to deal with kids, especially. I told her, I was like, it doesn't matter. It's like, you can't. There's no way of controlling kids.
Good for you, man.
And I tell parents, it's like, if you try to control them or you try to hold them in, you're just going to make them cry, and it's going to make you even more upset. And
listen, parents, beat that ass.
Beat it. Be like Michael Jackson. Be like,
preventative ass whooping. Preventative.
Give it to him at the beginning before you even start.
Yes.
Don't make me do it in front of the photographer.
Chunkla is coming up. Look, you notice what shoes I'm wearing.
So, okay. Oh, go ahead. Oh, okay. Go ahead. All right. So someone decided that they wanted to have something special happen. So now the doctor and I are out. And if you can guess.
Oh. You're going to do a 15?
I don't know how you turn the video sound off, but.
Did you make that?
Hell no.
There's no sound playing anyway.
You can't hear it?
No.
I can't stop it now. It's loud in my ears, and then I can hear y'all behind it. But so yes. Okay, here we go. I can share it now. But yeah, so my little one, my oldest.
Oh, do you have enough time?
So I'm sorry. Yeah. So she wants to have a quinceanera. So my oldest. I'm sorry. Yes, my
November,
oldest.
December, January, February, March. You got 5.
Stop, Sandy. I know. And you know what's crazy is I've been talking to her for years about this. Didn't want anything.
Look,
She signs up to
Jamie,
be one of the
Jamie,
damas in her
look,
friend's quinceanera this year.
set
Now
her
she
down.
wants one.
Set her down. Okay. And you just look at her in her eyes and you say, no mames. It's not gonna happen. It's not. No mames.
So
No.
I'm pretty sure most of our viewers know what a quinceanera is, but for those who don't, in Mexican culture, so normally America has sweet 16s, right? And that signifies when the girl
America.
becomes a woman. In Mexican culture, the quinceanera, which is when they turn 15, is what it is instead
Coming
of
of
16.
age.
Yeah. These days, it's just more of a what do you want to say? It's just a image. It's like a
shit show.
No, it's just
it's too much. You have to
It's
be
a
finding
lot.
padrinos for underwear, padrinos for shoes, padrinos for this, it's too much. I'm so glad I didn't want one because I was like, we have to be begging for money for people if we can't afford to throw it ourselves. F this. Oof,
This is
no.
not because I'm tired here. This is because everything that Sandy is saying is
Right. And there's so many
true.
different options. Like I saw this one where they did dolls and then the shoes. They have the special shoes.
So I mean, the little girl's got she wants to do Kiana, Princess and the Frog.
And the big dresses that they can't walk in there, and they want to get together and do the dances.
And they want their Converse under
So
there. And then they're not
yes,
even
in a quinceanera, guys, it is very wedding like, right? It's wedding level. It's wedding level.
Refuse to do them. Refuse. I refuse.
Thank God I didn't have girls. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. You know what you were doing.
We went to go talk to someone who can take care of majority of it for us yesterday.
A quinceanera planner. That's what you went to.
That's what we went to, and
take care of majority.
Yeah, because she was like, we don't do the catering, we won't do some other stuff.
I don't do dishes. I don't do laundry. I don't. What do you do?
Like, I don't want to do that at my own house. Why am I going to do it for you?
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up on these comments. Okay. I sent y'all the colorization, so we can get that pulled up.
I'm stressed about it.
John says, "Wow, that cake." Joe, was it in a football stadium asking for a friend?
No, it was not.
Joanne says expense. James says it's time to get your dance shoes on and an extra liver for the beer. They don't drink. Y'all are saving a ton of money by not drinking.
That's true. That's true. We don't drink, James, but we
Mr.
will
Pay up, Jamie. I didn't get a Quinta Sweet 16 shots at 21-0. Why? Because you're better off. I don't have the patience, and I don't for or no Spanish.
I don't for that makes two of us.
Did you hear me? I sent you the colorization.
Yeah. Are we going to show it?
Yeah, it's like 19 seconds.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Joe. Okay. So we got that going on.
Listen,
and it's
all I gotta say is God bless, good luck, God.
What are y'all doing in March, guys?
Not quinceañera.
Darn it, come on.
I'm already booked.
Stop it. You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say we'll be there. We'll be there, Jaime.
So this is a colorization of a black and white, because John takes black and white photos and then he brings them over into Photoshop, and then will add color, skin tones. And then he went there to the sky, to the court.
So you take them in black and white and then you colorize them,
or vice versa. Do you start in color?
There's certain films, like film types that he likes. So he uses those film types, and some of them are black and white, and then he'll take them because of the grain or the contrast or how they render and stuff like that are different types. So he'll take all that, it's black and white, and then he'll bring it in and colorize it from there. So
man, John, you're talented, dude.
Talented. And you're patient AF,
more patience,
bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Jamie, I know a photographer. That if you fly them in,
who
they'll charge you half their rate.
And put a tip line on there too.
And put a tip to make up for the rest of the half.
I'm not with that tip line. God dog it.
1,000% tip line. That's all it's going to have is a 1,000% option.
So you
John,
have pockets, you got to make up for that in the tip.
Remind us again, John. Do you have a tip line under your
John,
bill?
Do you charge a tip?
John just does
CPJ. I want to know. Do you put a tip line under your part? James, when you get commissioned to do a piece for someone, do you put a tip line on the credit card receipt?
CPJ, she's going on spring break. John says, I take them on black and white film, then color them in Photoshop. That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I told you. That's right.
Run, Joe. Run, Sandy.
Hush your mouth, John.
iPhones take really good photos these days.
iPhones do take really good photos.
You're right, James. They do.
I saw a gentleman who was actually using his phone, and it had an adapter where you could actually fire a flash. And so I was like, oh, smokes, but I don't like that feeling. So I don't know.
You feel like they threatened a little bit?
Just tip your artist.
Oh.
Like my tattoo artist.
Why?
Yes.
Do you tip your tattoo artist, Sandy?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Man, they are on my flesh, bruh.
That's true. That's true. James, did you see the
Like,
conversation
don't
off earlier, or
with
did
his
the screen freeze when I was showing him off?
How dare you, Sandy?
What did she say?
Her price just tripled.
His iPhone.
You don't have to tip me, Sandy. You don't have to tip me. I'll just triple your price.
Oh,
you're the only one laughing right now,
weird.
Bro. You're the only one laughing on that one.
Look at this. This is a campaign.
Don't tip Joe. I like that. Hashtag don't tip Joe. That's what we got to start doing now. Sean, every episode, don't come in with no hate. You come in, you just hashtag don't tip Joe, okay? I'm a
John, have you noticed the tattoo?
Yes, I saw the tattoos.
I'm a tattoo photographer. I'm almost fully sleeve. I'm going to start working on my sleeve.
What?
Yeah.
Girl,
I've got 14 tattoos.
You're going to have it all, huh? You're going to tattoo the up here too?
I'm going to connect the dots.
You're going to tattoo your eyelids on?
My eyebrows are tattooed.
Eyebrows.
I should count these too, huh? 15.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I don't put a tip line because neither does Old Navy. However, if I was commissioning my work, I probably would. I put design fees on things if I need to. John said, nice.
James, did you see the books I was showing off earlier? Was the screen frozen? Because I'd love to show them off to you again, man.
Oh, no, my mess. We've already seen him. James can rewind. James can rewind. We only have 2 more minutes, and I have one question to ask y'all.
I got like 1,000 over here. I've been waiting for you to finish so I can go on my stuff.
Whatever. Go ahead. I'll let you. I can wait till next week.
I'm playing. Go ahead.
Oh, look. Joanne said, Sandy, no.
Don't count the tattoos on her head?
Okay. So just 14.
All right.
James said he saw the books.
Oh, okay. Because he didn't say anything. He wasn't impressed with my books.
Yes, he did. He said
What'd
it was.
he say?
Oh, no, that was John that said it.
Oh.
No, he did say something about Silver Surfer. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Silver Surfer about to go.
Man, I'm about to work on my legs and back and my other ribs. Listen, my rib work.
And his neck.
That was hurt. That was hurt. That was painful.
You're gonna work on your ribs too, Joe?
Nah.
No.
I'll smoke them for a little longer, and then they're gonna be just barely
falling off the bone. Joanne does not approve of my sleeve.
What were you gonna say, Sandy? You were gonna say something else. That we only had 2 minutes left. Is that what you wanted to say?
No. Jamie told me to stop because he needed to hear something. Say something. Some bull. Anita's gotta go. Joking. Good night, Anita. Thank you for joining us.
We love you.
We're fixing to hop off too.
We'll see you next week, okay?
Because my right ribs are done. Sandy, tell Jamie he better play right or you'll get yourself a teardrop. I'll earn that.
I don't think shut your mouth. You ain't gonna get a teardrop.
I should. I have a white tattoo. I should get a white teardrop. You can't even see it unless I'm tan.
I can't.
I did my second bout of stretching with the assisted stretching.
How was it?
Is that where they take that rolling pin on you?
No.
And they bruise your body up like crazy?
It's funny because she's bending my knees this direction, and she was like, "That's as far as she can go." And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, I was like, "What do most people do?" And she's like, "Most people can touch the mat." And I was like, "Oh."
Can you do diamond pose?
What's diamond pose, Sandy?
Show
us real quick. Show us.
I can't do. I don't know if you can see me.
Because I'm a visual guy. I can't.
Am I attached to anything? Can you see me right here?
Yeah.
The diamond pose is just this. You sitting like on your knees thingies. Can you do that? Because Eric can't, and we laughed last night. I laughed uncontrollably.
You're so terrible, Sandy. You know that, right?
Yes, and he knows that too. But I was like, why can't you do that? Are you broken?
Is that where you sit on your knees like that? I probably could do it for 5 seconds because it hurts.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're doing yoga to improve our flexibility.
Y'all are doing yoga?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah. What am I doing? Y'all make me feel bad.
Namaste, benches.
She was not happy because she's like, take your hand and bend back like this and watch your hand. And I was like, I can't. I'm not going to do that.
I'd have been like this.
Like, what do you...
So you're laying on your side, and she takes your hand and pulls it back like this, and then you're supposed to look, and you're supposed to go way far. I couldn't go that far. She's like, I was like,
after you stretch, you can though. On your first time, you can't, but after you stretch, you can.
And she said something about stretching at home, and I was like, why?
You're like, I never heard of that.
That's more than 2%. He's like, that's why I pay you to stretch me.
Bench. I'm paying you.
Why do I have to do it myself?
Does she have a tip line?
How about I give you $2, you give me the other 38 back, and I go stretch at home for the other days?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, listen to this.
Yeah. What?
Sean said boo, first of all, because y'all can't do it. Then he said he too old. And then he said, I can sit in all Asian sitting positions, mainly because I used to help my mom make kimchi. Sitting on your knees was for discipline.
Ooh, see, I'm not a real Asian. I'm not real Asian. That's the problem.
He don't even eat rice or nothing.
So you know what? Okay, when my niece came to live here, and I told my kids, I'm like, y'all don't understand how good y'all got it. And I was like, I said, Mija, tell them how good. And she was like,
Dr. Ben.
Oh my gosh, this guy has been so busy. I've been trying to reach out to him to come on the show since we started, and he's like, I've got a thing and a thing and a thing, and I'm like, that all sounds really super important.
But
right.
You're need to come on.
Not as important as being on the show, but thanks for popping in here.
Right.
Anyway,
thanks
we
for
got to
showing
wrap
up
it up.
Last minute. We got to go.
All right.
Wrap it up. Are you ready?
Got to find the outro. I'm looking for.
Okay, so tune in tomorrow, Jamie. My person quit on me. Sebastian isn't coming on. So I don't know. We can talk about it tomorrow. Joe, get on the Fit On app on the TV, free, and you can do 5-minute beginners to the tough stuff. All kinds of yoga, stretching, and all other workouts. I'll drop in again and say hi earlier. Take care. Good night, Joe. John, thanks for hopping in here.
Arrivederci.
Y'all have a good night. Bye, vape child.
Vape.
All right.
Vape child.
All right, everyone. We love you. We will see you definitely next Wednesday back here at 8:30 p.m. And tell us about some of your Halloween escapades that go on, because that's what's happening between now and next Wednesday.
Yes.
Halloween escapades. Let's hear
Remember
about
to be kind and rewind.
Go out and meet new friends.
You filthy
animals. Good
Jet
night,
say
everybody.
Filthy animals. No. Jet say filthy animals. What are you doing?
It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know?